Half period.
Let's head back to the commentary box to rejoin Ger Canning and Michael Duignan.
Thank you, Michael. No changes made by either team at the start of the second half then. So 2 points between the teams, and Brendan Maher tries to get away from his man, who is David Burke. And the referee is pointing in the general direction of the Galway goal. So it's going to be a free, which Owen Kelly will come out and take. Owen Kelly, who got a goal and 4 points in the first half. His usual excellent contribution. On the opposite side, Joe Canning got 4 points, all from place balls. And of course, Ian O'Ryan got a goal and a point. So now, will this be the perfect start to the second half? From just inside the 65-metre line, straight as a die. And another one for Owen Kelly. So 2-9 to 1-9. And what a boost that goal before half-time for Seamus Callanan and for Tipperary was. His 6th ever championship goal. He's got onto the 40. Shane McGrath's got into midfield. He's got possession. Challenged there by Kevin Hayes, trying to get away from 2 players. The other one there was David Burke in the green helmet. On as far as Gado O'Brien here. Swiftly inside, looking for Noel McGrath, helped to make the Seamus Callanan goal. Lar Corbett got a lovely point right at the very beginning of the match, claims he was being held. Referee not interested. And so Donald Barry, the wing back in the corner, helping out. Good clearance. That's Declan Fanning, wearing some protection, I think, on his right side of his head there from the ear injury that he sustained against Wexford. Oh, there's pressure here. Hayes, oh, a calamity for Tipperary, another goal, and Damien Hayes scores, and the teams are level for the 5th time, and the goal comes in the 37th minute. What was happening here among the Tipperary backs?
Paul Curran out in front, good ball in by Kevin Hayes, who worked hard, and then you just see Damien. That's what he does so well. He's always eyes on the ball, one-handed into the back of the net. Great goal. But you know, Declan Fanning was on the ball out the field before that. He'd loads of time to clear it, and Kevin Hayes dispossessed him. And Paul Curran, another mistake. So a soft goal for Tipperary to give away.
Oh, that was a shocking piece of defending back there by Paul Curran and by Tipperary, getting themselves into a right mess. And Hayes arrives and gets his 17th ever championship goal as Shane McGrath goes down with an injury, and the physio in and required immediately. So tied up at 2-9 to 2-9.
Yeah, and since he's gone to midfield, really he's changed the shape of the game. I know it's all square now, but he's getting an awful lot of possession from David Burke, and he's going to have to tighten up.
Well, mistakes have been made, and we've had some great moments of skill as well. Inside towards Seamus Callanan, can't take it. Out comes David Burke, and the referee saws that he handled it too many times. Is that it?
No, there was no. He didn't. He played it off the hurl. We'll maybe see the replay.
We're seeing this again.
Just to watch. I've just mentioned David Burke there. Came onto the ball there. Oh, the ref was right. He threw it up and he touched it again on his hurl. Yeah, well picked up. In fairness, because he was behind him, and
good work by the referee, who's been very vigilant. James Owens from Wexford in charge this afternoon. Very highly regarded referee. So another free in the middle of the park this time, and Owen Kelly 1-5 so far is tally. The goal coming from play, of course, from a big distance out. Again, he catches it superbly and drives it between the posts and over the bar. And so Tipperary crawl into the lead once again by 2-10 to 2-9, and it's quite a match. Who's going to get to the semi-final of the GAA Hurling Championship 2010? Puck out by Colm Callanan. 2 Galway players go for the 1 ball. Paddy Stapleton comes across, nurses it out into the middle to Shane McGrath, who helps it forward, in over the head of Noel McGrath this time. Sweeping up is Damien Joyce, the 30-year-old from Capitagal, out once again to the wings. Well blocked. That's very good play there as Lar Corbett went back to deny Donald Barry. But Barry is a plucky young player, gets it out as far as Ger Farragher. Going for it this time. He's got a great point in the first half. He's got another. Wonderful score by Ger Farragher. Well, he's making the long-range point-taking into a real art form this afternoon. a master at the skill, and the teams are level once more.
A great passage of play there, a great chasing by Lara Corbett, and Donald Barry did very well to pass it on, and Farrell a great long range point.
Tell you, Michael, we've had a very eventful opening 5 minutes to the second half, and here comes Ollie Canning, keeping it away from Noel McGrath, the master against the youngster. Up he gets, he was tripped, and it's got to be a free out.
He's a brilliant hurler, Jerry. I know we've over all the years, he's there since '96, but he has unbelievable skill, still great pace there, and see him just been pulled back. But his first touch, and just watching the battle between him and Noel McGrath, to me is worth the admission alone. It's intriguing. McGrath trying to get the better of Nolly, using his experience, using his body, and here's Chunky with a great catch.
From that free by Tony O'Gregan. What can Hayes do with it? Get it in towards Joe Canning, but he can't contain it. Andy Smith, his clubmate at Portumna. Back goes Canning again. Look at the number of Tipperary players in pursuit. One of them is Brendan Maher. There's 4 grouping around him, like bees around the honeypot, and it ends up being a free into Galway, and Big Joe does his job.
Just shows you, the pressure he's under. Not sure, just maybe held back there as he was trying to get at the ball with 4 Tipperary men around him. That's the pattern of the game. Every time he goes for it, there's a couple of people on him.
You just sense the pressure that these players are under right now. We've only played 6 minutes of the second half. A semi-final place at stake. Maybe they'd already feel they should be in a semi-final, but they're here. It's a quarter-final. There's progress to be made. They're 2 of the highly regarded senior teams, and it's Joe Canning to take it. Teams level, 210 against 210. He's got 4 so far, all in the first half. Should be another, and it is.
And you're right, the pressure is on, because Tipperary 3 years with Liam Sheedy as manager, won the Munster Championship, won the league, but they want to make the breakthrough and win All Ireland. Galway, narrowly beaten by Kilkenny last year, very disappointed after the Leinster final. They want to get back into the All Ireland semi-final as well.
It was a great puck out, but it didn't quite reach Brendan Maher because it was seized on by Ger Farragher. But the idea by Brendan Cummins was good. Declan Fanning now, kicking it inside towards Noel McGrath. Back there is David Collins to scoop it out, but Pádraig Maher is a menacing figure. Maher, hand pass, beyond Lar Corbett, but might work out. Garroyd Ryan, goal chance! It's another one! Colm Callanan beaten again, and Garroyd Ryan gets his first ever goal in the championship in the 43rd minute, in a match which has everything. 5 goals, and the 3rd of them falling to Tipperary and to Garroyd Ryan. 3-10 to 2-11. Tipperary by 2.
Yeah, Patrick Maher, a hand pass to nowhere really, and Garroyd Ryan just making the run, taking a chance, and ran onto it and stuck it away.
It might not have been the way they planned to move it, but here comes David Burke in the counter. Anything could happen here, and it's gone over the bar. His first point. So the gap is closed again. Yeah, and I don't think Damien Hayes or Joe Canning are very happy there. If you watch all the room, all you have to do is keep going with it and draw a man. Damien Hayes was out on the right and Joe was there on the left, and maybe, looking to replay, maybe one of the tip defenders was closing in, so good point and settle him as well. He's only 20 years of age and a big match for him. But as you say, a little bit of immaturity there where his play's concerned. There were better place forwards around. 19 points to 18. Tipperary ahead by 1. Great catch under pressure there by the centre half back Tony O'Gregan, all on his own now with the clearance. Big one down towards Joe. Joe Canning goes after it. There to deny him is Paul Curran. Anywhere will do just to try and get that ball away, but in steps Irla Tanyan, and then it's taken away by Pádraig Maher. He may have had a nervous and uncertain opening half, but he's got that ball away inside. Taken by Tony O'Gregan again. Tremendous hurling. Good one down here as far as Anna Ryan. Goal and a point from the first half. Into the corner here towards Andy Smith. Another Portumna player making an angle. Delivered into the mix here, but it's a little bit too far from goal immediately to threaten Tipperary. But they're going to build once more. Damien Hayes, goal and 2 so far, and that's gone to the left. And he'll be bitterly disappointed. It's only Galway's 3rd wide, and there have been 3 for Tipperary as well. So the level of accuracy has been very, very good, and the skill level very high. How about that for a catch by Tony